What is it?
Nothing. Only the love of my life. It's just me. It's good to see you. I hope you are well.
Let's just get it over with. Thank you. I'll be on my way.
I smell mythic rose tea. Is that you, Henri? You're here. You made tea.
It's really good to see you, madam. You look lovely. You look well.
What do you think of my lovely apartment here in Chicago?
It's fantastic. You deserve it.
Come see my studio. What do you think?
It's amazing. I see you've been working on some new pieces. I look forward to seeing them on display.
It won't be long, except for the president, that's what the prince calls himself here. Keeps us busy with silly tasks.
It's always like that, isn't it?
How's the Morage? I miss it so much.
I haven't been there in a while, but I have some people keeping an eye on it, making sure it's secure and cleaning it regularly. Oh, I've heard that the Kindred of the East are leaving San Francisco.
Really? Why?
I'm not sure. I heard it from Rick Shaw.
He's not the most reliable source.
True, so I'll investigate further when I return. He also mentioned that the Camarilla is trying to rebuild in the area. Again, this warrants further investigation.
It does. Why don't you cuddle up here and let me give you your monthly bonus?
Thank you. I'm pretty old and would hate to see what would happen if I missed it.
Trina.
Good evening, Darth. It's that time of the month again.
It's great to see you. What's been going on?
I've been setting up a lab for Al Talboy since the Scientology Center was compromised. Here's $2,000, your cut from my work with Al.
Thanks. How's it going with it?
I'm not Al's biggest fan. He's pretty gropey. And since we agreed to only distribute to him, I can't really expand the business in the Bay Area. And I have bigger visions.
Bigger visions might line up here in Chicago. You're welcome to stay here, and we'll both keep our eyes open for opportunity.
Thanks. I'm going to turn in if you don't mind. But first...
Oh yes, your monthly feeding.
Avogadro, you seem a little upset. Are you okay?
It's always complicated with May. I'm broke, she's rich. With money I gave her, I give her my blood, and she doesn't give me the time of day or night. My fortune is gone. I don't have a job. I'm only really qualified to be a gigolo, though I'm not opposed to that.
Is there any way you can separate yourself from her?
I'm a vampire. I should be able to kill her and take my money back. But my heart won't allow it. It's not possible for me. I don't know what to do about it. I never know what to do about it. It's just a permanent mess, and I can't really see a therapist about it.
There's got to be some kind of vampire therapist.
I've been around a while and never heard of one. And if there was one, they'd probably cost more money than I have, so I'd better get to work. Speaking of work, someone named Lisa texted me 7 times. Oh, she's the 10 I dazzled last night. I'll let her know. I'll be at the Blue Velvet in a few hours.
So, the Ghouls are back in town, and we're all meeting at Susie's. Glad I gave up my ghoul.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's nice to see you all again.
Well, Susie, it looks like you got some tea tonight.
I did. I woke to the scent of mythic rose. Anyway, thank you for meeting here tonight. As you know, President Jackson tasked us with destroying Thin Bloods without fangs. We told you about this young couple we met. They're really nice, homeless. Her name is Christy, and his name is Lestat. He was probably turned a few weeks ago. He wasn't eating, he wasn't healing, and I gave him some bagged blood and he perked right up. The evidence suggests he's a vampire and a Thin Blood without fangs. Until last night, he didn't even know he needed blood to survive, so it seems he hasn't harmed any tourists or anyone on the street. I'm not comfortable with destroying him. And as Robin pointed out last night, if we destroy him, we have to destroy her.
Perhaps we could take him to a dentist and have prosthetic fangs made.
I don't think so.
Even if we gave him fangs, he still wouldn't be able to lick the wound closed. I think we should put him out of his misery. What's he gonna do? Realistically, how's he going to feed?
Chances are he's going to create a mess that we're supposed to be ridding the city of. He's going to start killing in a messy way. He might even kill Christy, and we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we don't get rid of him.
Hold on here. He hasn't done anything yet. You're wanting to preemptively punish him for a thought crime you are projecting onto him. He did well enough with bagged blood. His color came back, and he perked right up.
He wanted more, but I wouldn't let him have it, and he was fine with that.
Well, I guess you can just take him as your little pet and feed him then.
I don't really want to do that.
They don't have homes. They don't have jobs. They need support. Can we really do that when we're under orders to terminate him? Maybe Darth is right, and we should send them to Willerton, Kansas.
It sounds like none of us want to adopt them, and some of us don't want to destroy them. So what about getting them out of Chicago?
He definitely can't stay in Chicago. We could get in a lot of trouble. What about Juggler and Gary? He took the heat for the blood bank explosion. Maybe he has an idea about what to do with the thin blood.
I'll drive.
You're not gonna like it.
I survived the Blount sisters. I'll be fine.
Hey, so what brings you to Gary? And who are your friends?
I'm Avogadro. There is Robin and Susie. We need some help figuring something out.
You must be desperate showing up here. Are you wanting to join the Anarchs?
Not us. However, we have someone you may want to recruit.
Go on.
President Jackson sent us to destroy Thin Bloods, and we found one on the street with his human girlfriend. He's recently turned and didn't even know that he needed to feed on blood. They're really nice and down on their luck. I'm hesitant to chop their heads off. I have no reason to. As far as we can tell, he's harmed no one. I gave him some bagged blood, and he responded well, and we know he can't stay in Chicago.
Old man Critias was supposed to train Thin Bloods in the ways of the Masquerade. If Jackson wants you to destroy them, it seems Critias wasn't too successful. Bring them here. We'll give them asylum.
His girlfriend is human.
Well, we can educate her too.
By that, do you mean turn her as well?
I didn't say that. I guarantee she won't end up a victim of human trafficking for the circulatory system.
Thank you. We appreciate your offer. We'll take you up on it and bring them by tonight.
What do you think about your president?
He's a strange one. He treats us like we're his subjects and orders us around.
Yeah, well, you might want to check out Critias. He's an old guy, like from ancient Greece, who hangs around the University of Chicago as some semi-retired professor. He's a broken bourgeois. He's in tight with Jackson. I suspect he diverts Thin Bloods into the circulatory system. Yeah, I know it's forbidden to feed on kindred, even Thin Bloods. But if you have enough money, you have enough power. You can buy anything. Anyway, bring the kids on by.
Thank you. We'll be back soon.
Evie, I want to talk with you in private.
Go ahead.
May showed up tonight, and when she left, Avogadro was in a bad way. It's like she has this hold over him, and I wonder if his life would be better if she were permanently gone, or would he find something else to be miserable about because that's his personality.
He's been moping over her for years. I think he kind of enjoys it.
He said that he should be able to kill her and get his money back, but that his heart won't let him. I wondered if that was a hint that he wanted her gone, but didn't want to know about it. I mean, how did she get all of his money and this power over him? Did he just go, here?
You'd have to ask him. I'm sure there's more to the story there.
Susie, I'm so glad to see you. Lestat is doing better. Some of his wounds have healed completely. He could really use some more of that iron-rich blood you gave him.
Well, I've been talking with my friends, and they have an organization that is willing to take you and Lestat in and help you out. They are aware of Lestat's medical condition, and they will give you a safe place to stay.
Of course. I trust you completely. We both do. You've been so kind and helpful.
And they can give me some more of that iron-rich blood. I think I'll heal even more. I'm so tired of these bandages.
They'll take good care of you both. Lestat will get a full medical examination and the proper diet for his condition. Gary is a much nicer community with better services. You'll be much safer there than in Chicago.
Who would have thought?
Hi, welcome. I'm Juggler. You must be Christy and Lestat. I've got some friends here who will take good care of you, educate you better on your condition, and let you make some choices about your life.
That sounds great, actually.
Yes, thank you.
I feel compelled to tell you that I'm intensely drawn to you. I want to be around you every chance I get.
Lisa, I'm here in Chicago. We can get together every night. I want to know more about you. Where you live, what you do for a living, who are your friends. I'll be here until you get bored of me.
That's not possible. I don't even know your name.
My name's Bill.
Like Dollar Bill?
Exactly. Let's go to your place.
Yes. Let's go to my place.
Where are you, Sapphire? Wait, that's Arcane. I'm gonna follow you and see where you live.
You have a lovely apartment. You seem to be doing well for yourself.
I inherited a nice investment portfolio. I do okay.
I'll say. And with me, you'll do even better. Oh, look at the time. I'd love to stay, but I have a meeting soon. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Oh, Henri, you cleaned my apartment. It looks amazing.
You are quite tidy. I didn't do much. How was your evening?
It was busy. I enjoyed the music at the club, but it wasn't tango. I hope to find a tango dance studio somewhere in Chicago.
I hope you do too. I must leave soon. It was wonderful to see you. Oh, and Richard Sharrowchip sends his best.
Thanks. Give him my best as well.
Excuse me. I'll need to see some ID.
I left my ID back at my apartment. I don't carry it in case I get mugged or something.
Thank you, officer. We're definitely safe and not causing trouble. Move along, please.
Yes,